Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And this Breguet is a modern classic. You're looking at the Classique 7337BB in white gold. Of course, a somewhat larger, more modern descendant of the 1980s 3330 designed by Daniel Roth when he ran Breguet, or at least ran the creative side of Breguet. The timepiece and its historical forebear inspired by Breguet's number 4579 pocket watch, so you know where this design came from, and in wristwatch form it is one of the longest running Breguet models and one of the most emblematic for the brand. So 39 millimeters in diameter in white gold, really gray gold, which is white gold that never needs to be rhodium plated. It's 10 millimeters thick, it's 47.5 lug-to-lug, it has a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Very simple buckle here with a combination of knurling on the side. We got media blast and polish with the Breguet logo. Excellent condition, white gold, gray gold, just like the watch. It's held to the strap using a screw and a bar for security, and the strap is held to the case using screws and bars as well, with set screws added on the bottom to ensure that there is no pull-through or spring bar failure. This is more expensive than a spring bar setup, but it is more secure, and I like to see this. We have cold-rolled case flanks that are then hand-finished in a jig to create this lovely coining effect. You could see the little slots for the watchmaker's case knife. That's what those are. It's a very simple explanation. People often ask me what are those little pinches, and they are there for the watchmaker. Welded on lugs inserted into slots in the case band, welded on and then filed to remove the gathered material from the weld. A very artisanal, low volume way to make a case, and I love to see that. We have a domed bezel, a flange for the case back end bezel, defining the mid case, Breguet branded crown. You can see it's a modular complication since the center lines of the calendar correctors are slightly above the center line of the crown. More on that in a moment. The dial is lovely, and as you can see, it features several different cuts on the straight line machine and the Rose engine. And I think the most dramatic would be this pattern on the center dial just above the fan or rayon, designed for the small seconds. We have a dental cut, and then you can see outboard, maybe we could describe this as a grand orge or barleycorn cut. So quite a few guilloche interventions. We've got vague or wave right next to the crescent style moon phase. Of course, it is a day and a date with small seconds. The dial made of solid gold, so cut on the lathes and then silvered with the features like the numerals, and then these little white gold cabochon hour markers added subsequently. The hands are fired steel, and so you can see we have Breguet hands for the minute as well as the hour. Look carefully, and you can see very subtly that the printing on these discs is dark blue, which is a lovely contrast. This is a very complex dial, and the fact that it's solid gold and artisanally cut is going to add inherent value to the watch. Not monetary value, but artistic value. Rolling it all over here, you can see what started life as a Breguet P71. Breguet has its own term for this. They call it the 5023. So 502.3, it is automatic winding with unidirectional action, made thinner by the fact that it features unidirectional winding and an open barrel. 35 joules, as you can see, adjusted in 5 positions. It's got a 45-hour power reserve, a 3 hertz beat rate. Breguet has made some changes. First, the decoration, adjusted it in 5 positions, and then free-sprung the balance. So you can see free-sprung balance architecture with the adjustments performed using variable inertia screws on the balance rim, making for both more precise adjustment and greater shock resistance. You can see the use of KIF shock protection, including unconventionally for the escape wheel itself. That is generally not shock protected on most movements. You could see a guilloche cut on the rotor. We have stripes, we have beveling in the jewel and screw sinks. We have polished screw heads with chamfered slots and circumference. You can see that we have satination on the wheels. It's a good-looking movement. A little bit unusual with its 3/4 style rotor, but quite thin as this base caliber is under 2.5 millimeters thick. So even though this is a modular complication, it is made to be quite slender. Although it does not feature a silicon escapement like some other Breguet watches of the modern era, this one does feature a silicon anti-magnetic hairspring, so it should not be vulnerable to high-powered home and office electronics that tend to create a lot of electromagnetic flux. A really cool watch. It does not feature hacking seconds, but on almost every other count, just a lot of fun to wear. A friendly complication with the day and the date, and then a romantic one with the moon phase, and a visage that has been evergreen since the original 4579 pocket watch in the 19th century. If you love this watch, keep in mind it's 30 meters water resistant, which is sufficient for splashes and rain, but not for submergence. And reach out to me, Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.